we would have a good show, Carmen. I think we're doing okay.
No, I think that's why I'm a little off. I think
why?
you just nailed it. I forgot about that. Yes, Carmen would not wish us a good show while we were FaceTiming her at 6:55 this morning.
And
Very disappointing.
That's what did it.
Bad parenting, not by Jess, by me.
Well, I hope she doesn't have a good day finger painting then. Sorry. Carmen, what goes around goes around.
Shots fired.
No ball jokes so far, and we're a third of the way through the show. That's
All right. Turn it over a new leaf.
At GMFB, it is time for the lead block.
Lead block, Carmen.
Yeah, we've got reporters, we've got insiders, we've got Daniel Jeremiah from Ravens training camp. DJ, welcome to the program and good morning to you. Let's talk about the starting quarterback. He has been sidelined recently, so what is the latest with Lamar Jackson?
Well, I think the latest you can see Lamar Jackson, Kay, will be this weekend as he comes off COVID protocols. But the Ravens, when you talk to folks around the building, are excited about what this has given in terms of an opportunity to some of these backup quarterbacks. And it's been a great battle, some good competition that's taken place there. So it's been good to get those guys up to speed. But trust me, there's an anticipation for Lamar to get back in here because the feeling is he's getting ready to take that next step here with this Ravens offense that has been run dominant and then has been able to generate some big plays down the field. Now you're looking to see Lamar in this offense be a little more consistent, and that's why you see all these additions that have taken place in the offseason at the wide receiver position. And the name to keep an eye on, I'm anxious to see him out here today, is Sammy Watkins, just to see how he looks. Because the ability's always been there for Sammy. It's about staying healthy and having the opportunities and the targets, and I think he's going to get that this year here in Baltimore.
DJ, your answer and your shirt are right on target. That's why we love you. Lamar is the ultimate playmaker. We're moving on quickly. He does have really good running back that he can hand the ball to. You mentioned J.K. Dobbins. I know you watched him kind of at Ohio State. He's turning heads during this rookie season. He just looked good. What are the Ravens expecting from year two?
Well, I know, just let's start, first of all, where I am with him. I loved him coming through the draft process, and you could not handpick a better spot for him than here in Baltimore. They're going to run the heck out of the football. He's got tremendous balance and instincts. He's a tough finishing runner, which the Ravens have always coveted. And you saw what he could do down the stretch where he kind of took over that position. You saw the reps go his way, the way he was able to produce. I think he could have a monster season. When I put numbers on it, Kyle, I'm talking about 1,400 yards, 1,500 yards type season from a J.K. Dobbins. He's got that type of ability to just go off double-digit touchdowns. I think he's going to end up being a star in this league. And he also brings a lot of energy, which is something they've always coveted in their scouting department here. So he's a great fit. And much like, I can't see, there's a little bit of a glare on the monitor here. It looks like Garofalo's wearing a Canadian tuxedo, but it is a very good fit, much like his outfit that he's rocking today.
Oh, it's always a good outfit. Yeah, give us a little twirl.
It does look denim on the glare.
Where do you want me? Where do you want me? Because I don't know. I'm not in the light. I don't want to.
It's all right. You look
See,
good.
he mentioned the glare. I thought maybe he was. Yeah. You know where he was going with that.
He's talking about the chrome
He's
dome?
setting it up because he's all about that hair conversation from a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
Probably upset.
I know,
that he
you
wasn't
guys.
thrusting
I
hair.
feel like, Mike, I thought, look, if they had the best glow dome, you win that competition at the network hands down because that thing is shimmering at all times. But I thought Kay got a little bit of the short end of the stick on the great hair conversation. Kyle absolutely got the short end of the stick. I knew Nate was going to be in the conversation, but there's great hair at that table and a beautiful, shining, glimmering Mike G.
Wow. Daniel, I appreciate that. I mean, my
Always
hair
scouting.
is a versatility competition, shifty, unruly, though. It's got some character issues. It kind of does what it wants and doesn't stay in line or listen, but that's just my scouting report.
The versatility, that's what you look for.
Thank you so much. You know what I love that you like? J.K. Dobbins, as far as fantasy football is concerned, going outside of the RB1 range now, but I like him ahead of guys like Josh Jacobs, even Miles Sanders, even David Montgomery, who I love. He's in a perfect spot there to thrive and put up big numbers for that Baltimore offense, even though they did add in the passing game as well. DJ, you are the best, and you'll be joining us. Do you have any guests stopping by? What do you got? You got John Harbaugh, Calais Campbell hanging out with you?
Yeah, we've got Calais Campbell because I like to try and make myself look as small as possible, and so he was my number one choice.
Love it. DJ, we'll talk to you in a bit on ITC Live, which kicks off at 10 a.m. Eastern. If we stick it in the AFC North here at the breakfast table, where it's game week, by the way, How about this? In Pittsburgh, the Hall of Fame game Thursday night, Cowboys versus Steelers, 8 p.m. We've got football. That means a clean slate for all 32 teams, guys, across the league in the AFC North, whether you made the playoffs for the first time in 18 years or if you fell off a cliff at the end of the season. It is a fresh start. There's optimism all around the league and in this division. So it's August 3rd. Who would you call the front runner? And this is a really tough question, a really, really tough AFC North.
It is a really tough question, but I'll go with the Ravens. You know, I love what DJ was saying about Lamar Jackson. We understand just how good Lamar has been. If you don't know, you're about to find out. I mean, since he became a starter, I mean, the offense has been fantastic, and it was heavily based on the run game. I mean, they are first in rush yards. You look at there, and then also points per game. I know you're going to sit there and point at the pass yards per game, which they are last in, and pass play percentage, which they are last in, but this isn't what their offense is based around. When you do something well and teams can't stop you, continue to do that. But what DJ is saying, though, is what I really liked, is that they are working on the pass game and they're improving that collectively, because there is this narrative that Lamar Jackson isn't much of a passer. That's false. I just feel like the offense isn't based around keeping up with Patrick Mahomes or even, you know, somebody like Josh Allen. But there will be more balance this year, and if they can have the balance that most teams have, where you don't know if they're going to run or pass in each game, anchored by a good defense like the old school Ravens teams, this is going to be one of the better teams. And last year, we forget, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, they had that stint where they were dealing with COVID, so it kind of derailed their season. Now they get a fresh start, and I know that Lamar Jackson, the offense, is going to start fast.
It is a very tough call. If any football fans out there are jonesing just to watch a game or get some highlights, I highly recommend Browns-Ravens Week 14 last year. It was the game of the year. This was the Lamar cramp game when he left and came back. Guys, it was 47-42. It was unbelievable, and the Ravens won because they got the ball last. Baker, Lamar. The Ravens did win the game. And yet, to answer the question, I have to give a tiny, slight tip of the hat to Cleveland. I have the sensation that Cleveland is on the way up. I think they are the next big thing, based in part to their roster, based in part to Stefanski. I wonder if Baltimore can make that jump. We've seen some great football from the Ravens, from Lamar. I just feel like that Cleveland is on the way up a little bit more than they are, and I love what they have going. Nate, you talked about can they do the run with the pass? Can Baltimore? Cleveland can already. I mean, Cleveland's ready, baby. And their defense is stacked now. And look, I think the Steelers, does Ben still have it? Cincinnati, who knows? Baltimore, can they have that next level passing game? Because we've seen how far the run game can take them. Right to the middle of the playoffs and see you later. And look,